What's up, guys? And today we finally got team hero Jeremy Hill, 86 overall, bruising back chemistry, 6'1", 88 speed, 86 agility, 90 ball carry, 85 juke, 90 truck, 86 carry, 90 XL, and 84 elusiveness. He also has a 87 spin and a 91 stiff arm, so just by the stats alone you look at him and think immediate power back, and you would be right. Also, he does have a 69 catch. Now, even though his speed is similar to someone like Derrick Henry, for whatever reason he just seems slower. Now, of course, he did have his moments like this right here where he did break off and not get caught, but more often than not stuff like this would happen where you think you're gone but it's the other way around, so just keep an eye out on that. Now, when you think of Jeremy Hill, you don't really think of someone who's really agile. You know, not many people are going to look at him and say, man, I can't wait to juke with this guy. It's just not the case. And you know, I would also agree with that. As you see here, the juking was, to me, honestly just about average. It was more like a 50-50 thing, you know, couldn't really get a good gauge on it. Just average is the best way to put it. However, the spin move, for whatever reason, was just so much better. I know it's an 87 spin move rating compared to an 85, which of course is better, but you would think, you know, you would think his spin move was like an 89 or whatever, because he was making some crazy moves out there. So even though the spin move and juke move is dead to most people, as you can see, it's not completely dead with Jeremy Hill. When it came to breaking tackles on his own, what's interesting is that he was one of those guys where he's not going to break a lot of tackles on his own, but when he does, expect him to do it like 3 or 4 times in one play. It's just really odd, but also awesome at the same time. So if you see him break one tackle, get ready, because he might just start breaking 2 or 3 more along the way. Which leads me to my next point, which is falling forward. He fell forward a lot, which is what you want from your running back, especially a power back. So if you run with them, expect him to fall forward a lot and get even more yards. When it came to stiff arming, of course, I'm always going to be comparing these guys to, you know, Todd Gurley, you know, Derrick Henry, you know, these guys who are always really good at stiff arming and whatnot. The thing is, though, with Jeremy Hill, I wasn't really getting, you know, as many animations with him. Of course, as you can see right here, I did get animations, but it wasn't as, you know, as constant as, you know, with Todd Gurley or Derrick Henry and guys like that. What I got more with him were these right here, these little drags where, you know, you fall forward for like 2 or 3 extra yards. Not a bad thing. I mean, as you see here, you will, you know, you will get 3 or 4 more yards, but when it came to Hill, expect a lot more of these than, say, you know, the animations when you try to stiff arm with him. When it came to catching the ball, reminded me a lot of Ezekiel Elliott. You know, he's not going to drop these wide open passes, but in traffic, there were times where the linebacker or corner would reach up and smack the ball out of his hand. So not the most reliable guy when it came to catching in traffic. When it came to these hit sticks right here, he took, I believe, maybe 7 hit sticks and did fumble twice. And it's not a terrible percentage, but it is, you know, a bit worrisome. Thankfully, he's not the kind of guy who's going to fumble in clutch situations, but believe me, it does not mean that he will never ever fumble, so just watch out for the hit sticks. When it came to the bad plays, of course, like I said, he did fumble a couple of times, but where I feel he struggled the most, besides maybe the juke, I guess, was the speed. For whatever reason, I don't know why, he just seems sluggish. Even though he does have 90 XL and 88 speed, for whatever reason, he just seemed a bit slow to me, so that's really the only area where I think he struggled. Now, this is the first for me. What he did best, as well as the best way to use him, which was trucking and running up the middle, and the fact that he's, you know, constantly falling forward, and the fact that when he breaks tackles, he's going to break more than one in one play. All of that combined, that's the perfect formula for a running back, especially a power back. And as you see right here, the best way to use him and what he did best was trucking and running up the middle. And look at this play coming up right here. Goal line stand. You see the defensive player with the red star under him? Look at him. He's going to try to stop Jeremy Hill one-on-one to stop the touchdown, but Jeremy Hill says hell no, knocks him on his ass and scores a touchdown. So guys, if you pick him up, use him however you want to, but I say run him up the middle, lower the shoulders, knock people down, and score touchdowns and get yards. So all in all, guys, a very fun power back to play with. In fact, one of the better power backs, assuming you run up the middle. But anyways, guys, as far as who's better between him and, say, Derrick Henry, I think Derrick Henry would be better because he did everything Jeremy Hill did, but just slightly better, you know. So it's completely up to you who you want to go with, you know. I mean, hell, if you're one of those guys who loves to run with power backs, get them both, and, you know, switch them out back and forth so they never get tired, and you'll have a dominant running back duo. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap this up. My next review will be Champ Bailey. I know I'm still late on that, guys. I'm doing my best to get it out as soon as possible. I'll do my best to get it out tonight, because I swear I'm doing my best. But anyways, guys, I will see you boys for that review. Peace.